Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are reviewing a pretty old car. It's a Carson Virus, a truggy. Carson is a brand not known to many people because it's a really Middle European brand, and well, basically it started out as building hub-ups for Tamiya cars, and now Carson builds cars of their own. And yeah, Carson is a pretty reliable brand and builds pretty nice cars. This car we got here is about, I think, probably about 4 years old, and I got it second hand. And the guy who sold it told me, well, it's running hot. The engine is running hot. The center diff isn't working properly, and all kinds of little problems. So basically, when I got it, I looked at it. It had tires of an Alma Creighton 6S, I believe, and they're just too big for this car. So that was basically a problem already. And then I had to look at the motor, and he installed a 45 amp ESC with a 6-turn brushless motor. So that was a really small motor. And well, I swapped out the ESC, swapped out the tires, swapped out the engine, and well, now it's a completely different car. A while back, I believe a week or 2 weeks maybe, we already had it in one of our videos. That was the first test run. It already broke then. Coming back at home and watching the car, I realized I had forgotten to put on some balls. So yeah, that's kind of a problem, of course. They were the balls of the motor mount, so the car sounded horrible. And now I put them back in, and we're gonna try today to see how it runs now. Let's do try. Goh, gaat het hard. Wijzer. Zo. Hele bek vol, zooi.
Ik doe lekker. Ik kan lekker beschermd worden, want ik zit in de auto. Wat is het hier?
I will show you a short video of the car, short review, and then we go out and drive it. The only problem is it's raining really hard at the moment. Yesterday it was 30 degrees, the day before it was 30 degrees. Today it's like 21 and raining like crazy. So I hope the weather clears up a bit so we can drive it a little later. So now for the car. This is basically the car. Yeah, it's a real nice car. Has some nice dampening in the suspension. I only need for this car to run properly. Basically, I need the sway bars because now it will lift up the tires a little bit too much, and but we're gonna see that when we drive it outside later. So I take off the body. The body has some damage to it, so I have to do something about that later. But first I want to make sure the car runs nice. So I installed 160 amp ZD Racing ESC, and I put in 800 k. No, that's not true. 1250 kV castle motor. So the motor is big enough. The only problem is the wires don't connect properly, so I have to redo the soldering and make some good connections on it. Also, I have to change out the plugs because now it has the ZD Racing ESC has Dean's plugs, and I don't want that. I have XT90 on everything. Only problem, I don't have new connectors at the moment, so I can solder them on, but we have to wait for that. Then it has e-tronics servo. I don't really like e-tronics, but it was already in here and I tried it. It is a pretty fast servo, pretty strong also. So yeah, that's kind of good. Then for the shocks, it has nice, real nice shocks. The only problem, it doesn't have those bolts, so you have to, why is that spinning? Should not be spinning, I think. No, I have to redo that. I'll do it later. It has some lights in the front, some lights in the back. They're gonna come off later on because I don't really care for lights on a racing truggy. Then I also need some new battery straps. This one's broken. This one's basically fine, but I do want some new ones on it. Rear suspension is fine, I think. But we will have to see about that. First I want to get this car running properly. It has a metal chassis, some chassis bracing, fine for just racing, some strong shock towers. So the car is basically, it's a fine car, but has to, it needs some work on it. But first of all I want to get it running properly. The center diff, the guy who sold it to me told me the center diff was not okay. I don't see any problems at the moment, but last week when we took it out, it made a funny sound. This entire thing was twisting, because I forgot to put in the screws. So I put them back in, and now it should be fine. But we're gonna see what that center diff is going to do. The bottom is metal chassis, and it looks still pretty good. I don't think this car has run that much, but I think it has been maybe jumped a little. But we're gonna see about that, and then we're gonna see how it is gonna perform, and that's basically about it. And we're gonna take it outside. I finished my coffee, and then the sun is coming out, as you can see. So we're gonna try it outside in a little bit, and gonna see how it goes. Guys, I'm back home, and well, the car did pretty well. Only one problem, and that's the Dean's connectors. The car itself, center diff and motor were fine, so I can continue building it into a true racing car. Only problem, as I mentioned, were the Dean's connectors. And well, what basically happened is that the Dean's, I don't know if you can see it, it melted because of the heat. I was already afraid of that because I had that before with Dean's connectors. As soon, well, basically these are not, I don't think these are the true Dean's connectors. I think these are the China knockoff stuff. And yeah, I had that with those connectors before. They melt because of the heat. And then, yeah, well, the ESC doesn't have any power anymore, and the car just shuts off. Yeah, but it was kind of sad because the car was doing fine. One thing I noticed is that center diff fluid could be a little bit thicker, because now I notice it's diffing out a lot. When I hit full throttle, so that isn't really nice. So I have to thicken the diff fluid, change those yeah, cheap connectors, and add some sway bars, and then the car should be good to go. If it does, then I will change out the body also to a newer design, maybe J concepts or something like that. See you next time for another video, and in the meantime, let's keep building and keep having fun. Bye.
Like and subscribe.